Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Jake and the channel you're watching, 787 Dude, is all about planes and aviation. And in today's video, I'll be talking about packing tips and, like me packing from Madeira. So yeah, let's get into the video. So obviously, as you all know, if you've been watching the last videos and the channel in general since December last year, you would know that I'm going to Madeira this year. And we are incredibly close. Today is 8 days. 8 diamonds time, I will be flying out to Madeira. And what is the time now? I'll be at the airport in 8 days time. We're filming, it's 10 o'clock, 1:05. Yeah. So, because on the screen it looked like it was like 20, looked like it was 1 minute past 8, like in the night, which is not, because it's like time outside. But yeah, so as you know, I'll be going to Madeira soon, 8 days time, and this is the first of about 4 or 5 videos in the Madeira series, and the Madeira series is what I'm calling, that will be the playlist that will be called, so I'm just thought I'd call it the Madeira series. The first one, obviously, not an airport, not anywhere, just back home in Portsmouth. Just pack in. I'll give you my packing tips from how I pack for YouTube, why I pack for stuff just in general as well. So yeah. So first off, I always make myself a packing list. This can be, 2 good reasons why you do this. You know what you've got as well, you know what's coming with you, so you don't really lose anything, especially if you keep this list. Also, it happens with me a lot. It might just be me, could be other people as well. Like forgetting you need to pack that, for example. It could be as simple as like a hairbrush or a toothbrush or even a charging lead, and I think for me it definitely helps writing it all down on like a packing list like that. It definitely helps with remembering stuff. It means you don't forget anything, because if you forgot anything, that can be quite an issue, especially if it's actually quite important. And then the second thing I do is like highlight it. For example, you can see it's highlighted. So the yellow is for my carry-on bag and the green is for my suitcase. This is also a really good thing as well, in my eyes, because then I know what I need to put in my carry-on and what I need to put in my suitcase. Obviously, it looks like a lot of stuff is going in my carry-on bag, but it's not actually that big, because DJI mic will be on me, phone will be with me, selfie stick, I'll be holding it, and then I call them phone holders, I don't know what they are, but one will be on the camera, and then the other one will be a bag, because if one breaks, then, I have 2. I have one for my tripod, which is here, which will be going in the suitcase. I have one in there, but obviously I don't want to break, and I think I might even have another one, to be honest. I might have 3, but yeah, anyway, one will be there, and then mini table tripod, which I'm using to film on now, will be in my bag as well, because I can put it on the tray table, or table in the lounge or whatever, and it means I can record like this instead of holding it all the time. Then, and then these things here, like sunglasses, that can be in a bag. Sometimes it might be on me, especially when we get to Madeira. The Madeira weather at the moment is about 25 degrees for October. That's actually really good. And considering our summer is like 25 degrees most days, that's really good, right? Really. And then like the lowest is 20 degrees, what I've been looking at. Right, especially as for this week, from Monday to Sunday, the week before I go. So hopefully it just holds out for one more week. But then travel sickness wristbands, I've said in a previous video that I do get a little bit of travel sickness on short haul flights. It's nothing, but like my belly starts to hurt and stuff like that. So I have those. Obviously they will be on me as well. Headphones with my bag, I might use them when I'm on the plane. Headbands, these, one will be on me and then the other will be in my bag. They don't take up a lot of space. And then this is not everything going in my bag, obviously. It's just a few things. Skyfire logbook, you know, what I reviewed in a previous video. It is that big. And, yeah. And for most of the flight, it won't even be with me. It'll be in the cockpit. A plug, charging lead, neck pillows, travel sickness tablets, like stuff like that. You know, it would just all be, they're quite small things anyway. The stuff that is actually going to go in your suitcase are the big stuff. You know, your clothes, more clothes. My tripod in this instance is going in because it would fit in my bag, but I'm not actually going to use it because I'm not doing any plane spotting before because we're just not. So, and even if I was standing outside for a couple, like 10 or so minutes plane spotting, I would just use my thing anyway. There's no point setting up a tripod that takes about 5 minutes to set up when I'm only really using it for 10. You know, that's 20 minutes instead it could be just 10 minutes, you know. And 10 of those minutes isn't even recording. So, that's that. That's like the main stuff. I'm really excited as well. I'm using a new suitcase for Madeira. Yeah, like, look. New blue. This is a new blue suitcase. So, like, it's really nice. And, like, that's the inside. So, the suitcases that I normally use, we've got new ones, are these purple ones here. And this is the one I was going to use. As you see, it doesn't look that much different inside. It's the colour is a bit different. So, like, this is the suitcase I was going to use. It's like orangey thing inside. That's what I was going to use. That's what I am using. My dad allowed me to use a new one, which means I am the first person in my family to use a new blue suitcase. Which is obviously extremely exciting, I think, anyway. And even so, when we go to Washington or wherever next year, hopefully it's Washington, that's what it is at the moment. We just need to look further into it. But hopefully when we go to Washington next year, I'll be able to use that suitcase again, or the other suitcase, you know, just to use both. And then I actually have a large suitcase. That's my suitcase, the large one. Not the one that's a medium one. The suitcase next to what I just showed you is a large one. We have an extra large suitcase, it's massive. But that is my suitcase, but obviously I'm going for 4 days, which means I don't need a large suitcase. That will be perfectly fine with all the stuff I need. And I can actually fit in the extra large suitcases as well. I can fit in a suitcase. At the age of 13, I can fit in a suitcase. It's crazy. Anyway, aside from talking about suitcases, you know, all my clothes and stuff to be packed on the floor. Well, not all of them, most of them. They're all on my floor, my bedroom. They just need to be put in. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So, aside from a list, also, to be honest, be prepared, because, quite frankly, obviously it's a week before I go. I'm not going to be packing the weekend before, especially when you're going abroad. I think in the same country, okay, you can leave it a little later because, well, you know what you can, you know, but a place you've never actually been before, or even just abroad, I'll definitely pack, because obviously you need clothes during the week as well. For big holidays, like the last holiday I went on when I flew from Miami, from Heat to Heathrow, I packed about 2 weeks in advance, because we're going for like, how long did we go for? Like over 2 weeks, right? So obviously I need to start, you know, reserving clothes and then, you know, stuff like that. But obviously a week before, and my school week is actually quite busy. I've got swim on a Monday, then I've got Duke of Edinburgh and Air Cadets on Tuesday. I've got school production on Wednesday, Air Cadets again on Thursday, and then Friday is my free day, my rest day as such. And then we've got the weekend, which then is taken up by homework and, well, YouTube as well. I have to fit that in every Sunday or Saturday, whatever day I film the YouTube video on. Yes, I do sometimes film on Sunday and then comes out later on Sunday. I sometimes do that. So I do have quite a busy week. So this weekend and Friday is pretty much the only times I can actually pack. And I'm not waiting to pack Friday, because obviously that is extremely risky. I just want to mention something really quick, like really off topic. But my camera on this new phone, it can turn, it can like spin the camera around mid-filming. What I just did there, I didn't even have to stop it. That is going to be amazing for Gatwick. Because when I went to Manchester on a film, that like never been on YouTube. Because for some reason it just wasn't very good. This is just my mic cable. It wasn't very good, so I didn't put it on YouTube. There's loads of plane spotting footage as well, but it's really bad. I was like, oh, I'm just going to turn the camera around, and then I'll stop it, and I don't know why I said I'm just going to turn the camera around every single time. But now I can just, I have no idea. But it carries on filming. I think it pauses the video. Oh yeah, it pauses the video for a second, and then it goes. So my audio then could have been a bit, but that is really cool. Actually, that is actually extremely cool. So that's going to be amazing. So all I have to remember is I have to pause for a second speaking and then carry on. But how cool is that going to be? Like in Gatwick Airport, oh yes. Because I don't like stopping and then restarting. So, like, with that little feature there, that is amazing. Thank you, Samsung, for that. No headphone jack, but we can turn the camera around mid-filming, which is crazy. That is absolutely amazing. So, for example, on boarding, I'll be there. We get on the plane, I can turn it around. And I bet you 110% one of the BA flight attendants are going to come to me and ask me not to film any passengers or crew, which is obviously perfectly fine. I wouldn't anyway, and if I did, I'll try and blur their faces out as much as possible, especially if they come to me and ask. I don't want to be on YouTube, it's fine. Because I had it on Manchester, and that's why I didn't actually upload the video as well. I don't know why. That was just a whole bunch of mess. That was more of a practice, and this was in 2023 as well. This is like 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, nearly 3 years. It was like January 23rd. 21st to 23rd, but our flight got cancelled because of the big storm on the 22nd, the way home, so we had to stay another night, which was great because I got to do some plane spotting in Manchester. All I saw was EasyJet A320s and Ryanair 737s, but still planes. It was this bar at the end of, it was this bar in Manchester by the end of the runway. You might have been to it before. It's quite a little park, and it's right next to, like, you see planes like less than 100 feet, like come like that right over your head. It's really cool. It'd be amazing for watching big aircraft like 787s, A350s from Virgin Atlantic, Qatar, A380s from Emirates, and the whole lot. I would love to go there again. I love Manchester. If any airline, including BA, could hook me up with a flight, from any airport in, the south coast to Manchester, that would be much appreciated. And EasyJet, if you still do those flights, I'm always here. Yeah, big orange sale is now on. Nothing beats an EasyJet holiday. Oh God. Right, anyway, carrying on with the actual video and not sidetracking so much. We've already sidetracked about suitcase, the airport, camera, flights to Manchester. That's 4 things already. We just need one more thing. Isn't this highlighter really cool? That's 5 things now. Anyway, yeah, so make a list, pack in advance, and with your carry-on bag as well, make sure it's a good bag. You don't want a really small bag for a lot of things, because you don't want to go through an airport. I hate having a bag that looks really big. It's really look like it's filled to the brim with stuff. It's not. It's just really small bag, so it looks really so yeah, I don't know what bag I'm going to use, because one of the bags have like a hole in at the front pocket, and I don't really know. I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea. Don't know what bag I'm going to use. So get a good bag. Don't be like me. Get a good bag. I think I know what bag I'm going to use. I'll just use my school bag, like I always do. So have a good suitcase as well. You don't want to, and make a light suitcase as well. You don't want a really heavy suitcase. Also, use a scale thing to make sure your bag isn't like above the weight limit, which obviously for this I probably won't do, because quite frankly there is no way a suitcase that weighs 1.2 kilograms when we have a 23 kilogram baggage allowance. That's what, 21.7 kilograms? I think, are kilograms in tens or are they 12s? I have no idea. There's still over 21 kilograms, maybe even 22. I don't think 4 days worth of clothes and a tripod is going to be a bit more than that. I don't think it will be. But it might be. But it won't be. So, yeah. And now from the YouTuber side of things, obviously that is normal civilian side of things. From the YouTuber side of things, be prepared. I mean, obviously this isn't, available to everyone, but the Skyflyer bags are pretty good for using, putting your cables in. This one doesn't. This one has... Oh my god, I have not seen this in ages. I have wondered where this gone, and it just turns out it's showing through this, and got Skyflyer little passporty things. But these bags are amazing for keeping cables in and other shenanigans stuff. Then I've also got another bag that I got with a bag from like year 7. Let me see if I can find it quickly. See, they come on little night bags. These meant to be like a pencil case. Well, I don't use them for a pencil case. I keep a plug in there. This is what I'll be using, because it'll go like this. Okay, maybe not that far out. I don't like it when selfie sticks are like that big. Like, hi guys. Yeah, I don't like it like that. It's like. There we go. It'll probably be about that. I know it's not long, but you think it's already going to be like that anyway. I can always make it, further. Anyway. So, I use these. These are great, especially with the stuff that I want quick and easy to be able to get out. So, like this will be in a separate bag because this is a nice cushioned softness bag. My DJI mic bag. But this... that and other little bits as well will be in like here. It's just easier to find because it's a bag that stands out. I only have one of these, where Skyflyer bags have about 50. So yeah, and like that for like cables, plugs, other random bits, like even like, don't know, little earbud, whatever. It could be whatever. They're great little bags, and even like amenity kit bags. They're great just for organising little stuff in them. So I definitely do that. So I recommend that, especially, well, to be honest, anyone, although especially a YouTuber, it keeps all your stuff together. Also, just be prepared. All the stuff you're going to use at the top of the bag, especially if you're going to, you want to get it out really quickly, have it at the top of the bag or even a separate area. It's very organised and makes it a lot easier, especially with when you're going through security. If you're bringing any electronics, it's going to be a good tip for anyone. Always have them at the top of your bag or in an easy access place in your bag. It just makes it a lot easier, I think. You're not faffing around a long time, holding up the security queues, trying to rush because you don't want to make people annoyed or whatever. So it's just better, to be honest, I think, in my opinion. Might not be for you, but in my opinion, have, obviously, like, especially stuff like computers, or whatever, stuff like that, or tablets or whatever, have that in an easy access place and stuff. Also, make sure, like, it's again with a list. You can always highlight what needs to come out at security, for example. Like a little star or a little colour next to it or whatever. Because, like, I need to take this out of my bag because otherwise I get stopped. I've done that before. I've left some deodorant in my bag. And I was there about 10 minutes waiting because it was a big queue. It was when I went to Manchester. I have no idea. Like, I was like, yes, it's all out. And then, it was like, annoying. They actually gave it back to me. It was quite funny. I didn't think that. But yeah, apart from that, that's probably about it. I think that's probably my tips anyway. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned something. Even if that's just how easy I can talk about random other things when I've only got a really strong thing to talk about, you know. But other than that, we can do it together. So, we have done... Oh, give me a sec. I'm going to use the new feature. I'm going to use this new feature. So, we have done... Oh, I can zoom in as well. We have done 10 things you didn't know about planes. The 40-minute video somehow. We have also done Real Gatwick get an expansion. That was on the 5th. That was on the 28th. That was on the 5th. That's crazy because that was ages ago. Now, on the 12th last week, we did how planes actually fly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, packing for Madeira. I normally cross it off once it's uploaded, but I guess we can show it. In my green pencil, we can cross that out together. Which now means we are officially on the Madeira videos. Obviously, this was obviously a part of the Madeira series, but I didn't include it here because this is more practical stuff when we're out. So, we have the flight review, the first one, okay? I know these dates are to be considered. I'm not sure if they will come out, you know, days after each other, or if they'll come out every weekend, or every, like, you know, one on Sunday, then Wednesday, then Sunday, then Wednesday, or whatever. But this, you know, Madeira review, that is with the flight and stuff. So that will include the flight. And then when we get to the hotel, that's when it will stop. And that, when we get to the hotel, should be about 5, maybe a bit later. Full first day. Oh, and this will also include a little bit of, like, stuff between these two videos of what we've done that evening. The second one, and then the flight home, is a bit of a will I. We also might have a plane spotting video at Madeira. We might do that one of the days, maybe even one of the evenings when we get there. Whatever. So that is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. That's Madeira. Oh, that is zoomed out now. So, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something new, as always. I hope you've enjoyed me speaking to you about stuff that everyone does whenever they go away. It's a thing we all have to do. For some people it's fun, for some people it's not. I don't know what that is on my window. I have no idea. Is it inside or is it outside? Oh, it was outside, but when I banged on it, it flew away. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe. It means that you want to see more of these videos, especially from YouTube and from me. It's free. You can also unsubscribe anytime, and it really just supports this channel. So yeah, please subscribe, please like the video. It shows that actually this was a good idea and not a rubbish idea that I just think while I'm sitting here at my desk. Share with your family and friends, especially if they're really bad at packing. We all have that one family member that is terrible at packing. Please comment any questions or any other tips you've got or wants when it comes to packing, or really anything aviation related or just a little bit outside the box. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I need to now do my homework and edit this, and I will see you on whenever next week. And there won't be any video Sunday, obviously, because yeah, but we might have a little plane spotting video from Gatwick, maybe in the airport terminal, which could be done pretty quickly. But there won't be any video this Sunday. You know, we will skip, but we've got all the Madeira videos anyway. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video where I'll be in London Gatwick Airport. Really exciting. See you later, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll enjoy the rest of my however many minutes and hours I've got left of my weekend. Bye. Oh, I think that just took a photo. It did. Bye.